Were you shocked, and do you have any sense as to what Culp is capable of doing there?
I don't have any sense of it just from what I read. I think it's interesting to have an outsider come in at this point. I'm always a big believer that an outside perspective helps, especially in times of change. He's been on the board for a reasonable period of time, at least, since April or something.
Yeah.
So he has a bit of an inside sense. So kind of an outsider with a little bit of an inside perspective, I think that's something to watch. We're going to have to give him time. He's going to have to move quickly. Does he have a vision for the future as well as what needs to happen? Anyone new coming into a job, they have to be able to recognize the strengths. There's been a lot of attention on what's wrong with GE. There's actually a lot right with GE, and I'd want to hear from him as well. What are the bases of strength he's going to work with, not just what he has to do to shore up a balance sheet.
What's your sense when you think about some of the strengths at GE that currently exist?
Well, the aviation business is amazing, an amazing business. It's making the future in manufacturing, new kinds of digitization of manufacturing. I think digital is a huge opportunity. Maybe there's a new path for how you do it, but you can't turn your head away from the digitization of industry.
And that was such a big selling point of Immelt's, right? The intelligent industrial economy.
Yeah.
So you don't think they turn their back on that?
Well, I think they may change how they do it, and I think it would be wise to look at how do you do it. But you can't turn your back on the digitization of any industry right now. That is part of it. It's getting that balance right. The physical world's not going away. The digital has to come in, and how do you get that right? But a lot of near-term challenges, too. So how is Culp going to balance both the near-term and the long-term? That's what I think we should expect from a CEO.
Was it the Flannery short tenure? Is that lost time? Or is there something you can take from that?
Oh,
I
hope it's not lost time. I mean, certainly he did what he could to get in there and look at what the opportunities were. I mean, I'd be asking, does healthcare need to be spun off? It's an amazing business. Is there a new model for companies like GE where it's more of a constellation of businesses, less of a tightly held portfolio and more of a constellation? How do you keep a peace in healthcare given the future of the world?
All interesting questions we're going to be waiting to see get answered over time.